A long time ago, a man named Frank Ocean made a song that was beloved by me and millions of others. And this is the movie named after that song, Novocaine, starring Jack Quaid, Amber Mid-Thunder, Jake Baltone, I think that's how you say his name, and Jack Nicholson's only boy. I don't think it's his only boy, but it's one of his only boys, Ray Nicholson. And this is about Nathan Kane, and he has a nervous condition. He can't feel pain. He working as an assistant manager at a bank. One of the tellers that work for the bank there, he falls in love with after a great night, played by Amber Mid-Thunder, that really changes his life. And one day while they're at the bank, it gets robbed by a couple of Santas. That was the first. They should have saw that. There's only one Santa. There's not a Santa army. When you see more than one Santa show up, something in your head should be, oh snap, is something bad about to happen? Because Santa just like to do things solo. I don't think he got any kids. I know he got a Mrs. Claus. I think he should get some kids. But anyway, the Santa posse kidnaps his love and holds her hostage, and now he's going to get her back in a bunch of weird, crazy, fun scenarios. Where he's just getting banged up and people are fighting him, but he can't feel the punches, so he can get thrown around all around the place, and it's kind of funny. It's like watching a less powerful Deadpool. I had fun while watching it. I didn't love the movie, of course, mostly due to the fact that it does fall on a little bit of the cheaper side. I do think also the story here is a little bit convoluted. It almost feels like it's forcing itself to be what it is. The story just doesn't feel like it needs to happen. Jack Quaid is here to give you his regular, good, charming style character who you just fall in love with. I like what they do with his character and how they start out this movie before it gets into goofy comedic things. They make his character very sincere, very likable. I like him and Amber Mid-Thunder's also just chemistry together. They feel very natural together on screen, and I really like that. Who I don't like, though, unfortunately, is Jack Nicholson, son Ray Nicholson. After his little bit of time in Smile 2, which I thought he was really good in, here they kind of just direct him and write him to act overly maniacal and goofy, and it just doesn't work for me. It's extremely annoying, and I do not like it. I hate his character, and I found every scene of his where he shows up to be grating and annoying to me. And he is unfortunately our main bad guy here. So I spent more than like half of this movie's runtime annoyed as hell. The action here is pretty well made. I like that part. I like the scenarios that they put him in. There's just not much to say about this movie other than it's fun. You know what I'm saying? There's no real deepness to it. It's like an hour and 50-minute movie. That's another problem that I have with this movie. This movie is too goddamn long for what it's doing. It's way too goddamn long. Unnecessarily long. It's not funny enough. It's not clever enough. It's not interesting enough in the filmmaking for it to be an hour and 50 fucking minutes. Just thinking about this runtime here, during the second half of this movie, I was just extremely just not interested, and they do some pretty stupid things with the cops and stuff like that to keep the story going, that you just like, are you serious? Towards the end of this movie, for some reason, they just have all of our main characters just in like one spot on screen. It just feels weird and cheap. And where they take this towards the end with his character and the things that he's done in this movie, they try to explain it with a little joke. Thought it was funny, but I just felt like, yeah, the things that Jack Quaid's character was doing in this movie was insane and extremely illegal and bad. Way worse than how you would think. But like I said, if you just sit here and go to the movie theaters and don't really think about the story or anything, shut your brain off, have some laughs, this movie will be fun. I will give it that. It's a pretty fun movie to watch. It's just a little bit too goddamn long. In if you think about it, it kind of just it's just not that interesting of a story. I'm giving Novocaine a 6 out of 10. It's okay.